Good evening, good evening. Happy Monday. I was just on a live and my little one needed me, so I had to jump off. But I am back. I'm recording today on YouTube and also on Instagram, and it's just going to be a really quick one tonight. And I want to talk about how your life's already abundant with everything that you've always wanted, but you're just blocking it. And there's some really simple explanations for why that is. So I'm just going to jump straight in. If you're watching the replay, um, let me know in the comments, and I'm going to start to try and tailor these lives and do just a live at a time. So, hello. So, I can just kind of knock off topics rather than kind of just doing a stream of consciousness thing, because that can get really confusing. So your life is already abundant. What do I mean by that? Everything that you want is already in you. It's already present. It's already here. What we do as humans, because we're human, we just block it from coming to us. We just block what it is that we want. And we do that in so many different ways. But one of the major ways we do that is with our programming, is with limited beliefs. Now, limited beliefs is a tricky one because sometimes sometimes you can become aware of your limiting beliefs, but sometimes limiting beliefs can be in your unconscious mind and you may never ever know exactly what they are. But there's ways to still deal with that and clear those out to make way for the life that you've always wanted. Now, I'm not saying this coming from a situation where I've never had hard knocks. I have had many. I've lost many people in my life. I've dealt with my own personal issues. I've had a lot of experience in being in lower vibrations, a lot of experience, and I've done a lot of searching and seeking out what this whole thing is, what this earthiversity is trying to teach me. So, what do I know about abundance, and what do I know about your life, and how do I know that it's already there for you and that you're blocking it? I know because I've had the experience myself, and I know many other people that have had the same experience. So, our life goes on like a little bit of a loop. So if you're in a situation where nothing's going your way, where you're waking up in the morning and you're not feeling your best self, you're feeling bad, or you're having negative thoughts, or you're in these patterns, in these spirals where life is just not clicking for you, it's probably because of the story you're telling yourself, the narrative that's going on. So we have a thought, and then we have a feeling, and then the thought and the feeling create that vibrational signature, and that vibrational signature goes out to the universe, and then the universe says, here you go. Everything to match your vibrational signature is now yours for the day, for the week, for the year, for the years. So it's all really about changing the narrative for yourself. It's about breaking the pattern, because your thoughts create your feelings, create your reality. Then your feelings create your thoughts. Then your thoughts create your feelings. Then your feelings just say, yes, that's correct. I'm going to give you more of those thoughts. And then your thoughts say, that's right. I'm going to give you more of those feelings, those lower vibrating feelings. So we just end up on a bit of a loop. And until we do something to actually really, really break that loop, deprogram and reprogram ourselves, we will stay in that loop forever. Everything that you're seeking or wanting is already there for you, but you're resisting it through these thought patterns, through these feeling patterns. You're resisting it. You're resisting it by, hello, Anna. You're resisting it by telling the same story. You're resisting it by being in the victim mentality, by playing that role. You're resisting it by letting other people dictate to you what you should and shouldn't be doing. You're resisting it by getting up and doing the same things every day and expecting a different outcome. Your abundant life is already there for you. And abundance is not just about finances. It's about relationships. It's about getting up in the morning and feeling good. It's about creating the life that you want. It's about living a life of freedom. So if you're constantly putting out the same messages or they're having the same thoughts, which then make you have a feeling, which then emit a frequency out into the universe, and there are an infinite amount of possibilities out there, you're just simply tapping into the one that's matching the frequency at that time. And a lot of people say, I'm manifesting and I've been manifesting and nothing's happening. Manifestation is happening all the time, whether it's negative or positive. You are always manifesting. Your life is the way it is today because you have manifested it. Manifestation is not just reserved for beautiful things, reserved for abundance and wealth and all. That's not what manifestation really is. In order for your manifestations to become or to be in your 3D, like in your life, you need to stop resisting by doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. So if you understand that you 1000% control your own reality with your thoughts, with your feelings, with your perceptions based on your programming, if you can get that, when that clicks for you, and it can take some time, when it actually starts to click for you that you are doing it, you are in the driver's seat. Even if people are coming into your life and causing mayhem and doing things to you that are bad, and I have been through a lot of this. When you step out of the victim and step into the realization that you're the creator, that your reactions, that your responses, that your thoughts and your feelings are creating the reality, then things will start to change. But they won't change if you continue on the same narrative and the same story about I'm the victim and life is just happening to me and, this always happens to me and I can't get out of this loop and why me? And it's not going to change. So what ends up happening is once you start to change that vibrational frequency and move it into more of a positive frequency rather than like a lack kind of lower frequency, the universe starts to give you feedback that you're on the right track in the form of synchronicities, in the form of good feelings, and matching the vibration of, say, money, abundance, or whatever it is that you want. Matching that vibration doesn't mean doing a whole bunch of things to hype yourself up, to get yourself in a good mood. It doesn't mean that, because I guarantee you throughout your life, and even maybe throughout the last week or the last few days, you've had these moments of happiness bubble up to the surface and you haven't been doing anything, or maybe you've been enjoying yourself and they've bubbled up. That is the vibration of abundance. It's already in you. You don't have to go and find it anywhere. You don't have to read it in a book. You don't have to go to a retreat. You don't have to buy crystals. You don't have to do any of that. You need to just sit with yourself and work out where you are triggered, where you are doing the same patterns over and over again, where you're waking up in the morning and the programs start to run. When you wake up first thing in the morning and you're like, you haven't realized, you're in your own reality yet. You wake up first thing in the morning and you're like, and then the programs start running and you start worrying about money and kids and ex-partners and family and future, and then it snowballs. That's where it needs to stop before that. It needs to stop in the moment where you wake up and you feel good. And then from there, you can start to reprogram and deprogram. We are literally a piece of hardware. We are, if you think about it this way, if you can try and think about it this way, we are infinite beings having a human experience. We're this massive, massive ball of energy and light shrunken down into this little human body to have this experience in Earthiversity, I like to call it. And I believe that we have a soul, hello, YouTube as well, I'm ignoring YouTube. We have a soul contract before we come here, and we are here to elevate our consciousness. And consciousness is also not a thing that we go and find and we look for. Consciousness is just becoming more aware of who we really are. That's all it is. And none of it is out there. It's all in here. It's all an inside job. And a lot of people say, when they start this journey, they say it's lonely. It's a lonely journey. Parts of it can be, but that's just a limiting belief as well, because you are all that you need. Yes, it's really nice to do things in community, and that's why I have a spiritual community that I am a part of as well, and spiritual people that I hang around as well. But I also know that all the work is up to me. It's all an inside job. And things can and will change. I promise you. I promise you. If you commit to yourself and you understand how powerful you are and you do the things that you need to do in order to change the way you think and feel, then your life will change in an instant. It can change for the better. But we're always manifesting. We're always manifesting. Always. No matter what. We're thinking and feeling, we're creating our reality. That's manifesting. It's just that most people, like I said, think that manifesting's just about abundance and a good life. Manifesting is whatever you think and feel, it comes into your reality. So going and looking for this high, when I first, came across my journey, I was coming across a lot of people online going, you got to get hyped up and go and do all these codes and go to these dance retreats and do yoga and do these crystals and do this. And I was getting overwhelmed because I didn't have the time. I'm an independent parent. And B, I was like, I can't sustain that level of energy in order to match a vibration. I can't sustain it. It's not about that. It's not about sustaining any of that. Yeah, that's cool. It's nice. It's nice to have got crystals. It's nice to have crystals. I like doing yoga. It's nice to do yoga, but I'm not doing those things in order to receive a vibration from them. I'm doing those things for enjoyment and pleasure. Your abundant vibration is already within you. You are just stopping it from coming to you all the time. It's like the tap's clogged. It's like a little kink in the tap, and you're stopping it from flowing, because you know yourself when you're in flow, and I'm sure you've been in flow at one point or many points in your life, you know that when you're in flow, nothing can stop you unless you decide it can. So I really wanted to pop in and say that, because abundance is not something that you find, it's something that you allow. A spiritual journey or a spiritual awakening is not something that you ascend to. It's something that you reveal. It's like it comes out of you. It's not funneling into you. It's coming out of you. You are the power. And everything in your life, everything in your life is a product of your own consciousness. Everything, every person, every experience, everything. And that is a little bit of a hard pill to swallow in the beginning, because I've been through some big things in my life. And at first it's like, well, I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask my dad to die. I didn't ask for all of these horrible things to happen. But once I changed my relationship to the narrative of what was happening in my life, and I stepped into my power and stepped out of my victimhood, I saw it for the lesson that it was and the lessons that are in it. And that's the thing. If you don't learn the lesson, then nothing ever changes. Nothing will ever change. So I really hope that helped. Hey, Sue Ellen. Hey, Debs. I really hope that helped. I'm going to jump on and do these little 15-minute lives as often as I can, just to help people on their journey, to help people get there quicker, and to really just give nuggets of, I've done everything. I've done every course. I've read every book. I've done every discipline. And there's only really a few things that really work long term. And they're the things that I will share along the track. But your abundant life is already available to you at any moment that you want it. You just need to start telling a different story. And you need to start understanding that you hold the power. You always have and you always will, because everything in your reality is coming from your own consciousness, higher consciousness. So have a really lovely night. I'm going to try and pop on tomorrow. Go out into the world and just think about that. Think about, what am I thinking and feeling every day, and what experience is that giving me in my reality, my current reality? What is it? How am I contributing to what's going on in my life right now? Can I just respond to things rather than react? Can I do that? Can I really change my life? And the answer is absolutely yes, without a doubt. There's not even a question. You can. It's just not falling back asleep, and it's just plugging in every day and surrounding yourself with what it is that you want vibrationally, not what it is that you don't want. That's all that it is. Calming your nervous system down, relaxing, breathing, being in a situation to give yourself some space before you respond and react. So your thoughts create your feelings create your thoughts create your feelings create your thoughts. If you're having the same thought and the same feeling and expecting a different outcome, that's not going to happen. It's going to give you every single time, it's going to give you what you've asked for. Every single time the universe will answer your prayers. What prayers are you preaching? That's the point. The point is, what are you asking for? Because if it's always, oh, my life's this, and this person's doing this to me, and this is happening because of that person, and there's no ownership, then it's just going to continue like that. Bad things happen. Yes, they do. Horrible things happen, and it's sad and it's scary and it's all of those things. But it's about responding in a different way. It's about changing the record, putting on a different tune, tuning into something different, which you already have within you anyway. Your abundance is already within you. It's already happening. It's just allowing it to come to you. It's just not resisting through thought processes, negative feelings, old programming. And all of that is a process. But honestly, it's about letting go. Letting go. So it's an exciting time to be alive. It really is. And if you've stumbled across this work, then you're ready to go on this journey. It doesn't just happen. Like, there's a very small percentage of people that are on the awakened journey. Very small percentage. You'll actually be quite surprised. It's like 98% or something like that of people that are still asleep to this. And it's really not that far-fetched. You're an infinite being having a human experience. That's as simple as that. You're this big, massive, beautiful, infinite energy having a little human experience. And to be human is the hard part. And that's why, getting to a point where you can avail yourself of all of the hard parts about being human, then you're here to have fun and enjoy. Life is meant to be beautiful, and that is the journey. It's to find that out. It's to remember that, actually, not to find that out. It's to actually remember who you are and how powerful you are. It's to remember that. And every time you start to feel the humanness come in, it's to remember that you are an infinite being having a human experience, and it's okay to feel human emotions, but you are able to control what you think, which means you're able to control how you feel, which means you're able to control what comes into your reality. always, always. So just keep thinking those thoughts. When I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling good for that split second and the programs start running, that's where you need to stop yourself, because that's setting you up for your whole day. That's where you need to stop yourself. I'm going to put a little, I've got a little free breathing technique / meditation that I'll put in the bio. And this is basically I created this for myself because I'm too busy to sit down and do hour-long meditations. Like I literally I can't do that unless it's very late at night at the moment. So I created this because it's a little breathing technique that when you get good at it, you can do it anywhere, at any time, doing anything with your eyes open. And it's just a really quick nervous system regulation thing. And I think it's really important to understand that that's a major, major key in changing your situation, is being able to relax and take some space when things happen, especially when things aren't going well in your life, to step back and take some space, realize that you're in control of how you feel at any given moment, no matter what is going on. You are in control of how you think and feel. And it's a really cool little, it's like taking a nice little warm shower, this little meditation, once you get good at it. And it's honestly, I do it probably about 6 or 7 times every day, just unconsciously now I'll do it. And once you start to get into that motion, you realize you don't need to go and do retreats or go and do all this stuff. Although they're beautiful, they are beautiful, they are. Because what happens with those things is that you go and you do them, but then when you come home, you're on your own. So unless you're going to maintain that kind of zen forever, it's difficult to keep the momentum up of that. But when you do these little breathing techniques, these little meditation techniques, and I'll put it in the bio so you can go and grab it for free, and you learn how to do it, you will have a tool for life that you can do anywhere, anytime, no matter where you are, except when you're driving. Don't do it while you're driving or operating heavy machinery. Especially as a busy parent, okay, when you don't have time to sit down and do those long meditations, which are fantastic, but you don't have time to do them. So I'll pop that in there, and I'm going to pop on every night, and then I'm going to pop these replays on my YouTube channel. Poor YouTube. I'm not going to be looking at YouTube. I'm just trying to record them at the same time, so I've got some content to pop on there as well, but I'm really looking at Instagram, not YouTube, sorry. Any questions you have, reach out. But yeah, I'll pop them on. You're on the right track. It's okay. Everything's going to be all right. Everything is all right. You're on your way. And when you feel the rising, just got to stop. Stop. Don't run away. Don't run away with the train. You need to stop, because you're controlling the show. You're controlling the show. Always. Okay. Have a really nice Monday or whatever day it is, wherever you are, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for jumping on.